Congratulations on your purchase of a Cucicucicoo premium face mask. Now I'll show you how to adjust the ear elastics, add a tie if you want it, and adjust the nose bridge. The nose wire is really convenient because you can bend it and shape it around your specific nose shape. That way it'll fit your face perfectly. But not everybody likes having one, so you might want to take it out completely and not use it at all, or put in one that is less rigid, or if you want to take it out for washing it better. So here's how to take it out. First of all, here is a bit of stitching which blocks it so it can't go out this other end, and it comes out this other end instead. You can see there's an opening there between the stitching. So what you need to do is grab it with one hand and just squish the fabric down little by little, then scrunch. There we go. Pull it and the fabric gets unstretched. You can see it's pushed down a little bit. Keep going like that, and there you go. There's the tip of the wire coming out. It might get a little stuck in there in the fold. I'm just kind of like, because there's that fold there. So yeah, just kind of move it around like this, and it'll come out eventually. There you go. It got caught again, but it comes out. There we go. So if you want to put in another one, all you have to do is find that little opening here. See? It's just a little tiny opening. Just stick it in. Be careful. Where the wire's bent here, it could get a little bit caught on the fabric, on the stitching. Just kind of like wiggle it around, kind of twist it around a little bit, and it'll get in there. Okay, there we go. It's in there, see? And again, just hold it. You can hold it in place there and kind of scrunch the fabric. See, it can get a little blocked up there where there's that stitching, but again, just kind of wiggle it around and it'll get past that point. There we go. See, it went past. Go all the way up there. Can't go any further. Pull it, and you can see the wire is up to that end. And you can just bend it in half here to fold it like that for when you need to take it around. So like I said before, this wire here is a little bit rigid because I used a florist wire. So if you don't like it, you can always put in another one. I suggest using twisty ties, the ones that are, you know, on loaves of bread and other things that you get at the supermarket. These are really good because they're pretty flexible, but they give enough shape. So you need to do a piece that is 10 centimeters long if you're doing size M or L. If you're doing the little one for little kids, do 8 centimeters. Now you can see this one here, it was a little bit longer than that. So what I did is I bent over the edges. I used these little pliers. These are for jewelry making, but you can use any type of plier. Just bend it over and squeeze it so that it's the right size. Again, 10 centimeters, and you would just put it in this hole here. You just need to make sure that it can actually fit through that space because it's pretty small. I actually kind of made a mistake with this one because it's kind of wide, but you understand what I mean. Our faces are all different, so you might find that that elastic here is a little bit too wide or a little too small. So you can actually fix that really easily. First, you need to take out the knot here. I hide it in there just so it looks better. Just pull it, it'll come out. Okay, so if it's too big, it's really easy. Just put the elastic like that, make another knot, just a little bit, make a knot really close to that other one. To start with, that should be enough, and just snip off the old knot there, and that's fine. I'm not doing that because mine fits me just fine. If it's too small, you have to get rid of this because it's just not long enough. Just cut it, take it out, and put a new one in with a safety pin. I'll show you that later, how to use a safety pin. If you prefer, you can also put in a tie or straps, either with the elastic or instead of the elastic. So get your cording or your ribbon, whatever you want to use. This is a ribbon that's about 6 millimeters wide. For this size, which is the M, the medium, the standard, you're going to want about 120 centimeters of this cording or whatever you use. If you have that large one, the L, you're going to want about 140 centimeters. And if you have the small, about 110. So cut your piece, take a safety pin, stick it in the end like that. See? Then what you need to do is slip it in to the casing where the elastic is. So you see, you just slip it in like that. I do it from the top like this. That's because I personally prefer having the parts to tie at the top of the head. So slip it in here. Oh, you're probably going to find the knot, so pull that out actually. If you want to keep the elastic in, pull it so the knot's out. Then slip it in. Again, you scrunch up the fabric and you pull it through. Do it a couple times, it should be fine. Oops. Hold on, it can get caught in the folds there sometimes. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There's the tip of the safety pin. Pull it through. Okay. I actually didn't cut my piece of ribbon, but you get the idea. Okay, then you go in through the bottom of the other side. Don't cut it. I find it easier to have one single piece rather than two separate ties as some do. Pull it through. There we go. So this way, there's this part at the bottom you can put around the back of your, you put it behind your neck, and at the top there are the two ends that you can tie behind your head. If you pulled out the knot to adjust the elastic or add that strap, it's easy to put it back in. Don't worry, just pull the elastic so that the knot is there at one edge and kind of help it with your fingers so it starts getting inside that casing there. And then just pull and it'll get squashed inside. Here it was easy because it was pretty wide, the casing. Here it's a little bit more narrow, so let me show you again. So again, pull it so that the knot's there at the edge. Just kind of squish it around so that it starts going inside. Give it a little pull and it'll kind of scooch in. There we go, it's in there. You don't have to do it, but it looks better. Okay, so now let's put the filter inside the mask. Turn it like this so that the back side is up. Also, the filter itself, put it so that that curved part is going down in the same way as the mask. I fold it in thirds. You can do it in half or however you want. Just make sure that colored seam is at the top there. Open it up and start slipping it in from one of these side openings. You can see it here on the other end. Pull it through. Okay, oops. Okay, pull. Okay, then with your thumbs, kind of hold it in place there on each side. There you go. You can kind of with your other fingers kind of scooch it around inside, kind of flatten it out, unfold it so that the edges are there. Then you can see that that part's a little pulled out there. So all you have to do is pull a little bit from the other side to kind of even it out. It's not necessary, but I mean, it looks nicer. Use your thumbs in the center in particular to flatten it out. And there is your mask, all ready to wear. It's got the filter in place. We have our nose bridge wire here, our elastics, and the straps if you want. Now let's put it on. Open up the mask, put it on your nose, and press on the wire to shape it around your nose. Pull one elastic behind the ear, then the other one, without touching the rest of the mask preferably. Press again on your nose, adjust your glasses, and you are all set.